You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This is For the Culture. You're from DJ Slim, and today, the man that me down start For the Culture from Kumasi. Is he a free crooked to my back crooked sim? I don't know this. A free crooked to my back crooked sim. Oh, Bob Bra. What craft you for? So Obama Bob Bra. Na fi wa hwe for nti fefo se mo hwe na bibia ni a kakrakra o ti ase afi no aba enche mu zo oba obeto akrante ba ko so. I'm kidding, man. German portfolio the MC is on today. Show some love, show some love. Yes. You can check him out on the portfolio on BKC Network. Chale on controversial. Or Sony Pamene no dragging in the baby pese obeko. But then today we're talking about entertainment, my brother. I hope everything is cool.
Amazing. Doing amazing. Feels good to be here.
Yeah. Now, capital no so.
I don't mean him say me nyambe ka mo huntina mo show me too much love so dear because I mean the love is amazing, the reception is super amazing, and everyone's like Charlie you for no go back and all that, and
you're fanfooling for the
what they are saying because the love I'm receiving over here, but it's great, and I may buy from a lot of things. I mean Lorraine's a country called Ghana movie premiere came to host that at the National Theatre, coupled with other events, and I decided to stick around to do some few media rounds because my baby, I mean, the fraternity is here. Yeah. So
exactly. And then you're one of the biggest podcasts in the nation. What the podcast as well? The whole eastern part of West Africa crowd.
They say they say, oh, my apartment. In the booth, baby. In the booth. Everywhere. Too loud. Here's home.
Yeah, so big ups going out to the team inside Kumasi and everywhere else. Make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We have a lot coming in for you. In fact, you're double up, you're triple up, and
what to change?
Oh, my teaching. Whatever by so new from to the So sometimes we relax a little bit, we dip a little bit because we're working on so many things to make sure that we give you the best of the best. But today we're having a conversation around undoubtedly one of the hottest entertainment stories. It's a little bit personal, but it's still, once it falls under personalities in our field, it's also right that we discuss it. Medikal and Fella have been making news. They've been in the news for God knows quite a number of months now. I think the first whistle was blown by Medikal, where he made it known to the public that the two that got together somewhere around 2019. They got together around 2019, right?
Yeah. Because they've been married. Okay, yes, they've been married officially for 3 years. But they've been, I think, so
2019. So so the couple got together around 2019. Officially, Medikal blew whistle some months back, but we thought it was a publicity stunt. But events leading to it, there's been tweets upon tweets where Medikal talks about his safety in the house and some stuff we go on for the house in there. One of those things who answer my back, no my housewarming be, who answer my some video be promotion video be for one of Medikal's songs. So personally, when this episode started, this latest season, a new episode, because we've seen season 1, season 2, season 3, started, and season 3 started when Medikal was doing a press run for the O2 concert. I think on 3 Music.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 3 Music TV. No, I now say the BBI Team Tone Time Rado. And then I think one of the pundits besides say, well, who's covered the tattoo of Fella's name.
Yeah, on the body.
And then Medikal say he doesn't want to be fucking a new girl. Who's here trouble for Dean. That was pretty gangster, if you ask me, though. Yes, but and also a sparky, but people who are close to them know that the two of them are still staying in the same house. So it's kind of hard for you to believe it if there's information that they've separated, and I say they are on their way to getting a divorce,
sure
and then they are still living in the same house.
Yeah.
I've never been to MDK's house, he's never invited me. Let me put this on the record.
But I could see from the pictures and the socials.
Yes, it's like a huge house.
It's
a big house. I don't know how many rooms there are in there.
No, but for you to sit on tenterhooks with your I don't know, ex-wife or wife and still live in the same abode, it means that it's a villa kind of thing, because you might not even cross paths whilst you're in the same house.
Yes,
I'm quite sure it's really pretty some edifice or mansion.
I swear, because there's one video that is also circulating when he went on his rant. That was yesterday or the day before yesterday. He was talking about the fact that he has a whole room as a closet. He has to walk to that room to dress up. And that's dope, boom.
Because if you watch I'm sure if you these American artists, they are used to that kind of architecture. In such a way, there was a whole room, packet sneakers and
But do you know why they do that? It's because of the different seasons. Because elsewhere, I mean, in the Americas, they have like 4 seasons. They have the spring, autumn, winter, and summer. So every season behind the type of clothes that they put on. So be a spring way, me to way. I want to keep it in my spring closet or keep it in my closet.
Hey, is that what people do for the America Day?
So, most of them.
So you have closets, collection of closets.
Collection of entire for specific weather.
Spring closet.
Yes.
Okay.
When sale.
Okay.
So when summer is out of season, right? You can get sale on summer stuff.
Okay.
At a cheaper rate. But a shirt for summer. Say it could do winter, because that time will be on top. That is it. So that is how it is for medical to describe the house as that. You know, it's on a superstar level.
Yeah,
pretty dope. But Ochemu, I mean, I'm sure most of the people watching us right now, you've heard into details some of the our brother's narration of the activities that are happening in the house. And even outside the house. I'm asking you this. What do you make of the whole situation?
Right there.
From head
to
toenail.
Amazing. From, you see, lenses that are the best idea way. From a bachelor's perspective. Because look, whether I like it or yes, the capacity I'm speaking here is from a bachelor's perspective. What you say? It's in the famous words of the ex-president, or say you have never been president, you don't know how it feels to be president. However, one thing I want Medical and is beyond control. I mean, fanatics and everyone to know. Say you might say this is so personal an issue to discuss, but one, you relinquish your right to privacy the moment you sign up for Spotlight as a celebrity. Because if the work you are doing borders around soliciting for support, being in our faces, then
everything around you
is an area of interest. And so
and content for some of us.
What they are saying. And then if you see, in as much as I say sensitive, personal and whatever, no. Opinion there. So far as we are celebrity there. Opinion. What they are saying. I want to know, say, I want people to understand, say, Medical has signed up for Spotlight and has given us the license. And yet direct, indirectly, because that is how things operate. That's a functional system for a celeb lifestyle. And so, as a bachelor, I can still have a say. However, a year, and I think say we have collateral damage, baby. The first person I'll register a highest level of disappointment in this whole thing is D-Black.
Why?
And I'm sorry that I'm rubbing him in. But as someone I'm a Yadan, and he is someone I defend because of his business acumen. I feel you have not paid attention that there is a potential Jay-Z of Ghana music. What I say. But look, okay, see. If I respect you, me pewa sempa, na me nim say a little spark, ebet me, I'm forming opinion about you. Remember, this is a relationship that people are keenly monitoring every step of the way. Because it is a relationship that is not based on the premise that they met each other somewhere no more. It's a relationship that is proving a point.
Yeah.
That is one thing we have to establish. Medical can
move from point A to point B now be intercepted.
Medical can tell us he married fella out of love. I mean any emotional, and that is personal. But the circumstances that revolves around their meeting and the exit from one relationship to the other and how their whole thing about together. No,
how fast it went.
There is a faction of people they are marking time or more share how it will end. And mind you, this whole thing unfolded like a reality show. The whole thing sounds like a reality show. I say so.
Changing amount for and hard to even believe it.
Even when he was serious, because now saying we go back to the tweets be our tweet is that time.
Yeah.
So it also turns out to also send a note of caution. Say too much publicity stunts sometimes.
Yeah.
Can warn the seriousness of matters because it means that if Medical, as at the time he was tweeting, because previously why it was purported to be stunter, you won't say a stunt in Tino. When he was going through his darkest moment, we were not taking him serious.
Yeah.
What if at that moment, he suicidal?
You want to say serious?
What you say? Yeah. Because at the point in time, me say until me, I had intel information because I am close to the industry and people are more. But the lay person, Medical, see. What they are saying. But then let me come to the black. Okay, see. There is no way sebi. So for kofa lembe. Crampo.
Yeah.
Na ye nyina nim say ge we lembe. Na me nim say so far as a man for nim say ge we okese na nenenam. Kra no. There are certain things to protect your brand and identity. Even if the lembe wants to do with me or feel comfortable around me, I have to still respect the person's position and role in my friend's life and treat the person accordingly. There is no justification or any sort for the black to be exonerated from openly
passing
that is the higher. And you see, I felt Medical employed too much unprintable words on the black. But if he's coming from an angle of emotions and you are supposed to be in the shoe, I would have felt the same way. You don't do this for someone who has given you a hate record before.
I have a counter on that.
I understand. But let me catch you say, even when the person said, fella is matured. Do you know, say, we wouldn't have gotten this far if that video has not sparked the whole rumor and getting people inquiring and say, are you sure this is the wife of Medical? Because no matter what Medical has been able to do all this while, even say Medical and near dinner or street boy near that day, is to cover the flaws of fella. That one I won't take away from him. He has been able to demonize himself. Oh, call me the gaga boy. Call me that guy who smokes openly. Openly. But all this while, until now that it got worse, did you ever? Because fella had some stereotype image about her until Medical married her.
Yeah.
A position, a brand in a different light.
Exactly.
It didn't mean she had changed, but Medical was conscious
about how
to project her new image.
Yeah.
One, as a wife.
Yeah.
Two, and remember, if your status in this industry change as a slave queen to a wife, it catapults your brand and to a new noble niche.
Yeah, new audience.
Yeah. And look, all of a sudden, Fella, Fella became a role model to people who were using her as a mother and wife goals after the marriage. Because Medical was conscious about, it doesn't mean that Fella flaws not near him, no jai, but Medical was conscious about the narration he put out about his wife. I am sure that Medical during the trying moment of a marriage might have confided in few people. Obviously, Shatta would be in the know. One. And knowing his relationship with the black, I'm sure the black might be in the know. Even if not so.
Sure,
The reason I'm hitting on the
black.
black.
Only the black is not tight. They are not buddies.
Also, some of the relationship, a boy and to say, do you know, say, this industry, Nipa, the only artist, Sakwa, they don't trust to be, even when Mujis, man in Sakra, Mujis on in the one. But I can say the only person in this industry that would do Sakwa, they didn't be served to me, Donzi Chaka. Oh, yeah. How often do you see them around?
No, but it's not, these two have been buddies and we know.
No. It is not a popular chemistry that people know.
But anytime we are industry, Donzi, Sak, and Donzi and Kenata, they are on different levels.
So the bromance between Donzi and Kenata in the public space is not like that of Sarkodie and but they are very.
That is industry conversation.
That is what I'm saying. I'm also speaking from industry. What I say. Okay. So what are there? Who say are there? Ebeya or yano? If you for the same thing, you won't express the same level of emotions. So how on earth, if you care about my brand,
to Mikey, the beer, I come my customer.
Because someone
said position here in the
job. I said the position in the stage. Yes, I'm okay. So the black is the cause of the whole spark. Perhaps we wouldn't have heard too much, but the fact is, is that a wife? Why is the black openly passing on this?
Okay, so let me give you instances. Number one, there are notable and very, very highly respectable female in show business that I never thought for once they would be seen publicly smoking or publicly drinking. Mami starting free celebrities outside Ghana.
Right.
I once saw Alicia Keys on Drink Champs. I never for once thought.
So say,
but that's the wife of Swiss Beats. Mother of like 3 or 4 children. It's show business. You understand? Me ni issue beer with D Black. Before I may blame D Black, I would want to know the conversation that has been going on, like conversation akosu between Fella and D Black before I can talk about D Black. Hold on. So now, semene you cool. Many pot you cool. Pot or machine be or machine shiame or club. Machine shiame or club. Now that would not be the first time. But we shiame or club maybe our guy for front and I'm ho. I might feel say, hey, what's up? Knowing pot how you will hold your woman down, I might not think say be a girl baby. Was it like maybe the girl is moving on with another guy? I might want to find out from you if it's really happening. Second time, you might see the girl, and I'm not saying, Mr. Viewers, don't take it, say, may describe the yes, I'm just picking a different scenario. Mr. Don't say, be a fella point or any different. No. I'm just.
Oh, no. Say, you are just exemplifying.
Yeah, may the example be.
Yeah.
So the next time, if I see her in the club, and she was with another dude altogether, not even the first one, not you. There's a third person. Me hunida. I would have the feeling. Say it was me busano because maybe I know you cool power on that level. I can ask her. Now, when she starts to tell me, say, Bia, brano dear dog no, Bia, starts telling me stuff that I don't need to know, automatically tells me that there are problems in the relationship. You see that say a castia we and I am quite so ebe caste. At that point in time, say a castia we na mi jina mi baby trim cigar. No kasa me man pass her. But therefore, buan ponsem me wo ho kwan bia semeti me dia ide. Amano. Number 1, meba. Say me cigar amano. Eno be a video. Me a nightclub owner. Now I'm coming back to the real life situation. Me a nightclub owner, celebrities pass through my joint. I'm publicizing my place. Mind you, the relationship had been over from 2020, according to Medical. I see 2 years, from 2022. 2 years, for 2 years. So say the thing cast chair.
1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
1 year. And all kinds of, okay, cool. Meaning say, adiano, eguache. Enkomokro, a call so a ma D Black Timmy enya kukudro to even post the video. That is what we should be looking out for. Because Fella might not be as loud as Medical is on social media, but maybe Fella might be also loud personally when she meets in
people they are comfortable.
You understand?
Okay.
So, to me, like it's not
okay.
On the surface.
So if you see,
so
you see, it's
but
not
time to respect her. I was say onyama na yire. At the point in time, so catch you say, but abanten the menina jaya. Oh yeah jai oh. Oh yeah jai cry me cry say me my way na oh. Bro, at that point in time, or you were down for. Girl no onye wa down for yiri bi mu. Girl no you were down for.
But okay say. Sure, yen for Fella. Granted that Fella maybe has spilled a lot when he made the Black. She made the Black to create a make believe. And
it might not even be Fella. It might be people around her. And please don't get me wrong. Don't be in the comment section fuming. I'm just saying that adiebi betimi asi amana trigger sadden. Cause mind you, if it's one crying a bang a D Black beam, if it's Reggie's wife, right?
Yeah.
If it's Reggie's wife now, when him say Reggie's wife ain't smoky, and Reggie's wife meets D Black who Oasis no kase, Zela kase, mame cigar, automatically you say D Black ambition. And he might not do it. Plus, he might not even post it.
By way of this submission, are you registering the point that the Black has no? Me person me say okay, fine. You are aware of this statement establishing that the Black has revealed the flaw, a long-standing flaw.
And you can even go ahead and say that the D Black doesn't respect Medical in that situation. That you can even cite that.
At this point in time, you
but
take...
then,
yeah.
A young commono, TNE, Zilla, ebo raho, na Zilla ne D Black agent Oasis. Sabako ha Red Rock's office ni.
Rest office, honest.
Oasis. It's way there. Zilla ebo raho. When him says Zilla doesn't smoke, right? And Zilla asks you, say, I'll ask you for a cigar, and you're shocked. And Zilla goes on to tell you some shit about Reggie that you don't need to know. There are two things that will pop into your mind. Number one, whether to help her in her time of stress,
right?
Because our request for the but then to still go ahead and post that video, and also a question mark for
big question mark.
Good. And let's say Zilla de hono. When Zilla or not once, not twice, but 3 times with different people. And you catch that say a casting between Onone Reggie. And no dear, you are at liberty. And I'm just saying, to post a video endorsing your place as a place where people come and have fun, just for that record.
Good. It means that he was even said if there is anything to go by, then he acted as a businessman.
Yes.
And it means this is someone who would trade loyalty for coins.
Until I make us say onino enye bloodies. They are not even jiggies to be bloodies.
And I make us say for also by statement now canon. You created an impression, say, what if so share in person? For you to even feel comfortable around someone, it means the person is involved in your personal life away or the other.
Okay.
To go to that extent with the person.
Have you heard D Black's reply to Medical this? No?
This song.
Because in that song, D Black was trying to say that's like not the first time that Fella made an appearance at a place though. I said that's not the first time.
And which you are not talking about her appearance at the place.
But nansem kakra kan of which I don't want to be the bearer of that type of news. I don't sa cap on there. For and I have for moment and parent.
Sure.
But I'm just trying, all I'm trying to establish is Bibi anka papa nje
but papa nso de trada ni suno I was so to hu de obo papa nim
enti hu papa ni hu enti
I was so hu ekwan ya fa so bobo papa nim because say trada bi wo ha wo badwen say papa but na bia no what I'm saying is at a point in time when you one as someone who manages a female image and brand in a public space, you won't even do this. You won't openly let Sefa smoke in public. Sefa, who's your artist? You won't even supervise. Even if she does it, you will never let people put lenses or cameras on it. It shows that even if you wanted to act as a businessman who is just doing their job or just being, the usual thing, the fact that you know that you have a good relationship, where good relationship, you can say it's not a tight or closet kind of relationship. However, someone who has given you a hit in the industry before, protect the image of a fella. Say, I was saying, apply some level of he said, nah, this is going to win in a way. So, if not for that video, someone wouldn't have asked Medical, say, is your wife and a number all smoking publicly. And then Medical had to let Ghana for one who said, someone who said fella live life be at this time round. First, not on to me live here. I am not responsible because people were blaming me. Say, hey, say there. Obana mine what they are in our island, Utimiko public echo misbehave. We thought that you had married him and he had changed because over the years, the brand positioning, any image, as a son. And all of a sudden, he's going back to what people thought. Because initially, until established, people had a whole notion about fella. And how come Tina fella, you'll be who say, Sebi, Wakobo Jantra, Obia who say fella, and so. Medical and strong man, beef. Why was he created the impression?
No, but before that, there were several stories of around fella.
Stories around,
and the former boyfriend
Okoto ne wine shop,
mukoti number plate fella 118. Okoti free car ne ho ne ade. I mean that
all of a sudden marriage came to re-engineer and redirect fella's image and in the spotlight. And so for Medical to still take the blame of fella's supposed misbehavior or misfits in the club, he had to openly say she is responsible for Onoanaye because this time I can only have control over her as a baby mother, which she is responsible to answer to me about my child, but not about her lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which Medical had to establish to Ghana. It's Mumu says, Sebi, sugar daddy be cry for ma. Don't. But Mumu say, or the mebanam baby, you have the right to tell me because she can answer to me. And when I started here, so this was avoidable, and it's the highest level of betrayal coming from someone who could have covered something Medical has been trying to show.
If you say betrayal, it comes off as a downfall. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
these two, to the best of my knowledge, are not even friends. They are not jiggies. They are not jiggies.
Okay. So, but then Medical say, okay, I don't want to do. There's a word I want to use, but because of the black's achievement and the respect I want to give him now. Me person Medical say, apply some level of. I want to choose my words carefully. I want you to.
Tact. It wasn't tactful.
Good tact. That is the exact thing because then Kamebe would have sound offensive. He could have a double think or rethink about the image of the person. Like, even if you have information, I'm saying, I won't even do this to your ex. I won't do this to your with your ex.
Debbie, if you meet my ex somewhere now, or she knows what she be. I don't want to be.
Debbie,
maybe the only part that I'm to an extent,
it's also overdone.
Metewase would be posting it. That part, but sharing the blunt, sharing the cigar.
No, but
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay, see.
It's not like say girl need the baby na change na aje. What do I say?
Oh no. Send that Maker said this time round. It is not as a businessman. He's right.
Yeah.
In fact, he owes no one. Even he doesn't owe Medical or myself any explanation to what he did.
Say girl na ma and go video.
But the word you use, tact, and you should have thought beyond the implication of Adena can. Even if you had information, say Omuniwa. What was this going to trigger? What you say?
It also depends. See, boys, let's not act as if we've not been on that tangent before. Boys, say been so that before, Medical has also been to Oasis with a couple of girls. Information on you about the two of them being separated. No, valid. So at that point, if opposed to a picture of quote and unquote a born one. Or club, no twin cigar. What is it?
Okay, so Dot Connectors Association. Let's do the math. Dot Connectors Association. What if now the black became Fella's agent to do things that will spite medical? If what you're saying, say, it means say nkomo akoso na say the black is in the known said they are sitting on tentacles.
Say that catch
say ono ye bibia e be him ofie nti we share that post to share that post. It means say you are a party. What do you want, sir?
It could be.
So I can also
me really be out at this point because of how information around this whole thing keeps leaking out, including even land documents and indenture of lease documents that are supposed to be private and very sensitive, getting into the mainstream, and bloggers are more posting. I see that they have taken an entrenched position on one side of the the marriage, whether on the husband side or the wife side. These things make me think that there's some form of engineering. It's like engineering because I mean,
and I said
because everybody is now seeking public sympathy. It's like both sides, and it's for people that are saying that they should get this off social media. To a larger extent, yes, you guys are right, but these people are public figures. Whether they take it off social media or they bring it on, we will still find out.
And then I feel Medical's pain, in as much as no matter the words you want to employ to qualify how Medical is approaching the situation or immature, whatever it is, no.
Some more immature. See, they've not been in a situation like that.
If it's immature, he is better off being immature than dying if that is the only way to vent.
Yeah. And keep him
alive and sane.
Yeah.
Okay. You see Ghana, na esese ho saa na wan kasa na wo de momo saa na wo na se we de nka kakra na mfiri mu we need you alive. Opanka medical anya ho. That is not to say Fella is a bad person, but I'm saying even if he's immature or he's cooking up stories and he's venting and it's a therapy process for him to stay alive,
it's better.
It's better.
The only part during the venting me one question kakra is because I got a call from a lawyer friend of mine. That was yesterday. It's like, why is our brother talking out of pain and incriminating himself in a whole lot of process?
Incriminating himself?
Yes. First of all, he just admitted that he smokes weed on live camera. Of which is
and that's substance enough for persecution.
It's a highly he just said it.
I'm trying to make some of the extracts and you so continue.
He just said it live. Say media machine. 2, will incriminate Fella by saying say Fellanzo or gamis, we gamis were
and the money
and even proper medication, regulated medication, is keep out of reach of children. Na gamis moi, I'll say Kadenka Island in February, which is crazy. So now, do you know what this can spark? If the police now moves in, then they would have to arrest Medical, arrest Fella to track suppliers of those narcotic substances.
And a whole lot of people will be.
2, you just said on record that would be a business worth $300,000. Do you have, say, documents to show that you paid your taxes on that $300,000?
Wait me the laundering a year ball.
Charlie.
Hey, people have not even thought on that tangent.
Bro, so I had a call from a lawyer friend who's like, yo, call your brother. Call him right now. Get him off this thing. For my friend, the lines are me.
No. I mean,
the lines are me. None of them is going through. The numbers, medical changing number change. Me wo Kim Med 1, Kim Med 2, Kim Med me wo basics on phone. All of them are not going through. And in the process of him, and I know he's healing, he wants to heal. Ushana, all that he's been saying, you feel is coming from within. Is a idea or seeing or like or sharing hope say, you know what? I'm just going to make this relationship work regardless. I feel that when he talks. Okay. I feel it like so I born home and say, oh yeah, dang, this relationship, I'll make it work. And now I could do baby I brown so. No. I can't blame anybody in the process. I can't blame anybody for that. Because meaningful story. No?
Yeah.
Because one party has decided to be all calm, cool, and collected around the whole thing. One party is also venting on all kind of. Sometimes you might be carried away because one is a musician who does music that you want and you love. And no, ebasa na
appreciate it.
Automatically, the onya nyum to no. An actress, ewo krum ha, ewo a brand. In fact, female celebrities, amu krum ha say, they have a brand. Tido. You people know, but memenka nessa ochina nko amode beba behye. They have a brand that is question marks be brave. Oh yeah, then in the court of public appeal. Medical now is on top. Everybody, including friends of Fella, who are also now interested in medical right now because of the amount of figures that he keeps mentioning that he's thrown on the lady to make her look in a certain way, i.e. 2 tummy tucks
from Nigeria and Turkey.
Yo, 300,000 seed, 300,000 US dollar seed money to establish a business. Bro, this is minus the 2,000 Ghana cedis for nanny and 2,000 for driver that he keeps paying on a monthly basis. Do you know the number of bitches that are dying to be in this cold in this cold Akufo-Addo world?
But okay, say when Medical was venting, so there was a duration in the video where his demeanor, facial expression, and expression depicted that he really admits that there are certain things he might have done, even by way of tweets some time ago.
Yeah.
And I was asking myself, okay, what could be the worst thing? Because mind you, it has been established that Fella is rather divorcing Medical. That is established.
Yeah. From Fella's presser.
And even Medical himself. So you say you won't do again. Into family rank ebreme. Uko Dubai also what to.
Also go free Dubai by no so
worry.
Yeah.
What you say?
Into Fella mum na take his
decision. So is the woman rather filing for divorce?
For divorce, okay.
So it means that for a woman to file for divorce, then in the different light, then you know say something somewhere.
Bear money,
baby. And Medical has admitted in the video indirectly that even post I was be na my empoa. So me ba hope power chose let's make this work because of Ireland. So I was asking myself, what could be the worst? Because you said something. Let me do this on the premise of what you said. 90%, I stand for correction. Maybe Ghana man for betu abrome. But I can confidently say that 90% of current generation of Ghanaian ladies will die to be in Fella's position right now. And I won't even mean swears. Now let me make it 99. And 0.9. Street was watching FM.
Yeah.
No matter how some ladies want to prove, and not everyone is moved by 99% of Ghanaian ladies will die to be in Fella's shoe.
Tell them to come out for that.
So for Fella to pull out of such a marriage, it should also raise eyebrow.
Okay, so
what could possibly be the worst?
Okay, so one account on social media, I think those called celebs. NRT, and those called celebs, let me just put it on the record, is one of the account, they release one of the most sensitive information, land titles, and like purely confidential information around it. And you, from the way I opposed to or any post, and then the write-ups, and you can see, say, Fella inclined. So there's one.
Yeah, but those called celebs is anti-Shatawale and its affiliates. Openly. Yes.
Yeah, I
know.
And they don't anymore.
I know.
So let's box on. There's one post where the account describes an incident that Shatta Ekache Fella say, and we'll put the screenshot there so that you don't tell me say, hey, me DJ Slim na me because I asked me pacho. Looking at my history with Shatawale, I just want us to be clear, and I'm not going to Mr.
But
account didn't change that.
Maybe you can just go and directly
let me paraphrase it. Let me just paraphrase it, the whole thing. Officer Chester Shatter a catcher fella at one point that Medical brings girls into the house and there's a room inside the house where they have threesome, foursome, and all that. That is according to the account. That's your account.
Who told you?
And yeah, Shatter told Fella. And Fella at some point got, scared, say, some more years our activities were out, the STD behind there. And Fella, in your courage, Medical was like, yo, forgetting I was a Shatter, they are grown, I was oh yeah, then things so. You understand? Because Shatter is like a family friend who, according to Medical, girl here so called Fella here so called US in it, or Chile or US and money $10,000 to even add up to Medical's $20,000. You understand? So, I did that. What am I mentioning fan to? The greatest thing you ask the question, sir, and I'm here to answer. Even the good book talks about it. Say, and these days, trust me, me sure say drama pay the bit go. These days they are assuming because as at that time no omucho Bible no na eye bone because that time no mu hia super glue. These days I'm not for hia super glue. I'm not for hia solution. Jolly. Boni new boni bi aba.
Baby, I always say I'm not getting what you're saying. As at the time I near and you're my infidelity. No
penny topmost a year now. But new ones about very new creative ways I'm not for the boni.
Yeah.
What you say? Since that time no more penny and drug near there. What if say I'm just saying say there are extreme cases
aside
infidelity that is involved.
And what could be the worst aside infidelity?
Oh, the worst there in my mind. Minim. Ebia fella ko to say oni be ma fufu bi da.
No, but come to think of it. No.
Say we fella ko be pro no.
I know who's
there. Not deeper than blood. And on me lupa na. No. But I'm just saying
this. But you also drawn my attention on something. Before he exited AMG recently, there is a tag on AMG which is an open tag that you know about.
Yeah.
And Tam Kesiame Beseme Budi.
Oh, that be and
it's an open thing because Showboy crack can say, "Hey, I'm Tam Kesia Bako, I'm for Kato Muswa."
Because people suspected Waddle, say Waddle a gay.
Good.
I'm person much as a Chris Waddle a gay.
Good.
But share history no more. Obi and deep change Chris Waddle.
But you see, now can syllabus new evil syllabus about. People are bisexual.
Okay, people
are bisexual. Because me, I know showboys, Oba na showboy running. Until Medical himself came to make gay revelation, says to a showboy gay. We all knew say showboy pema. And it's attack net down AMG so as a collective. I no Medical can home. And I sad didn't linger on her. I've gotten a whole beyond control. No, on one babeka. Say be a fat showboy. So it also can be connected to the fact that then it means as I didn't for AMG phone when you were there. Then it could be say be a bisexual.
There's AMG for patches AMG for no
no, also there is that corrupted notion about them out there. You showboy I can say short time I reveal so again. Also I can say who him say yentam kesi ni Ghana for dia 2 years so ye group ni him say ye pema. But Ghana for perception be about a clan. So you as a former member, who bekan we are omomo chichie fin so as be catch so denchi mewa. Afi na de be court. So on coach him. It's omomo chichie. So it is sad, Then it will make people create in the worst case scenario apart from infidelity.
No, but then I would also be shocked if that is the case. I'll also be shocked on Fella's side because you know why? Because Fella has also been spotted openly with a couple of known or perceived known gay people, of which I don't want to mention names.
Oh yeah, but I mean the line of her business, she works with those Those are you.
Killers need you until but you feel comfortable around them.
Oh, but you can be non-binary. You don't hate them. And I know your friends say
ally.
Non-aligned. You don't hate them, but you don't want to be involved in their act.
I know so.
I get it. So
question marks red doors one idea with.
So Adam can say apart from sad notion, no, what she said. A medical woman. The basic one is infidelity, which I think
these days it doesn't cause divorce that much. These days,
you see.
Someone may say but me come say on if I would want to divorce, infidelity is the least thing that I want to consider. Currently. Because it's the least thing. I don't even think about it because come to think of it, you're not her first. We're breaking virginity chances that yeah, because we've also been in relationships where say girl no akofa boy for na aye
relationship advice boy anything no oda kokos na wo tu no fu
na me ye tu fu ne no mo no fu jai anyave fare chelo na no fu ni tua no yeah fucking on that level. So I'm just saying that I can
I disassociate myself on behalf of the Brotherhood Association. You know nothing about it. If you are my ex, you come to me for genuine advice in your relationship. I don't take advantage and there be the patch.
We will eat you.
He's on his own.
No, you are so.
You too for no.
You too for no na ye no for. You too for no na ye. Yeah. It happened.
Yeah.
It can. I just believe.
You license seconds like
the counselor who trust me no more license. So I'm here say bet you.
Relationship advice.
Masa. Cheers ka on ko wa DJ.
One session.
Wa ba DJ also mo futu worry. What be that? Now catch the page for kwasa mo ntwema. Yeah. But for the record, I want to state this that people that are even unmarried people in judging this case because the issue of love or fucking king near make sense, throw in love in the equation and it doesn't make sense anymore. The moment love enters the equation, it doesn't make sense anymore. And love takes so many forms that at one point it takes the shape of hate. But the back of it is just is love that has been disappointed. It's an expected reaction that couldn't materialize.
Yes.
Or
a trust broken.
But at the core of it, still the bedrock of So in our approach into judging this issue for entertainment critics like us, I mean, we'll put it out there. We'll fund it if possible.
But let me also throw in this question. You think it would be the dumbest thing for Fella to collapse this kind of marriage on lines of infidelity? As exposed as it is, as you know, the case will not even be different in your next relationship. I can't say all men are the same, but possibility that we all men are the same, no.
If Fella is trying to move on that tangent, and I will be very
disappointed.
Extremely disappointed in her.
I think so.
Because Medical met you at a crossroad in your life, and your brand, as a matter of fact, which feeds you. And I mean, sure says there are some people that also depend on you. A video, and on no record or be fine. Nanka Medical was better off being with Sister Debbie. I'm sure Medical's issue can say
you have also triggered a very sensitive thing. Now that I've got to realize that a lot of people who were beyond control and AMG members were very hypocritical in fanning the supposed Soto Beyonce Jay-Z relationship with Fella and Medical. Ideally, AMG fans love the chemistry between Sister Debbie and Medical better and I didn't know until this issue came.
And I know how is because Debbie is matured. Maturity now comes into play. Although I'm not saying Fella is not matured.
Come across as matured or matured?
Come across.
Okay.
Do you know why?
She has proven it at the aftermath of this whole issue to me though.
Asem sia. They are no be kwan bebrebe no.
Oba.
Sa this information baby be careful, you know. Honestly, I experience pain. But she kept her cool. Although, realize it, hers was very, very shaming. Like,
it is the lowest level, the highest level of embarrassment
that anybody could.
Yes.
Fuck whatever revelation might come out of Medikal and Fella's issue. Because the most, say, oh, now that is the extreme thing.
And the second first that there be one, people even fingered in Joey B, people fingered in Chris Wado. At that point in time, a lot of stuff. Bro. But she kept her cool and managed the relationship and played her role in Medical's life.
I know she doesn't really feel comfortable is when people want to drag her in as some old lady.
Which of course was one of the comments I make
extreme. Hey, baby, on the Debbie Drew, it was that low. But Debbie maturity, that is it.
And the fact that people even might have alleged that even the breakup was because of her, because when you were controlling. Meanwhile, it has been proven that
no, it has not been proven. It's a one source.
One source.
Because all that Medikal has said so far, there's never been a counter. Fella ain't approve and answer.
No, I'm saying Sister Debbie Medikal.
Make up Fella they say whatever Medikal has said.
Yeah,
there are three sides to every story. It's either the truth, your truth, my truth, and the truth. However, we as entertainment critics too can also pick some issues that have happened in the past. Near funny because I say asem sina dancing in wa asem na bi ni near the aya dancing. It is who tweety say emre say if you are one won't feel safer, then Emma won't feel safe with you. You understand? Say dancing in me if you be. It's then Emma won't feel safe. Now you come in and you tell us, say there are times a girl need to me in a trim. Hot tea go so. Okay. Girl or a wild sir. Hey. Is she wearing her ring right now? No, she's not wearing it. So then what happened? Now, asam na bia ne besa atwa
so de
what's your free Dubai buy no say say ono anye dey.
On worry bi. What pum. Dubai pon so de mu wa.
Dubai. Omo ani creative, omo ani nim ha omo do.
Artificial fish, omo nim ring minute. You ko ya kwanchira o ring shan so this one no Dubai.
Is it this one? So now you sit down and you want to analyze the whole thing, and the earlier Fella comes out with her version of whatever has transpired.
You're going with the narrative.
That's better. Do you know why? Ono akasa wo movie premiere than any mebwa.
Resonance.
Oh, yeah.
Or intimate session.
Medikal intimate session. No?
Okay.
So now it's now left with the main premiere. Cool. Issues around Sanyama we affect even the social media post. She posts now, she doesn't get engagement. And I can give you screenshots of several of them. All because of the fact that Medikal is in the spotlight. And recently, he's been one of the people who do Ghana flag in the high from the O2 concert. People are automatically
tilted towards
honor. Don't forget that in recent times, female celebrities in Ghana, I will repeat, brand around them. Brand around palatable, including encrophobia,
circles,
even the tummy tuck situation nearby. Medikal pause for a second, and I want to applaud him for that.
And that's
I want to applaud him.
Because collateral damage no save any dear.
En kananu be pa enko obebu bodin bi. Na no say I don't want to go to them. See, Sammy, me that's it.
What is Sammy? Sammy. That's Sammy.
Sammy Tuga me that's it.
Tuga. Is kumasi for ya omumpu. Obi e Sammy na Tuga account.
Say
Frank Osinaro.
Sammy Tuga. Tuga.
What's that?
Tuga.
And now, yes, whatever, yeah, Saho no tear break so no.
Yo,
Yeah.
I felt that because I think my man wasn't in his right senses when he was shooting all those videos.
There's one bottom line of the
it's
whole
either
situation.
he was highly intoxicated or highly lit. I do not blame him though, because me cause a situation ni ntimi nka ho asem. The owo no e na obetimi ayden aka ho asem. Just that he should be careful a little bit, like moving forward, because I saw him post, a video of him at the beach, tea.
It's an unwinding therapeutic.
This should have been the time, right after filling the O2. It should have been a time where he comes back, sits with the team, does a media tour, because that's what he wanted to do. Does a media tour, thanking the people of Ghana for supporting him, because there's this thing that people keep saying, which I believe is the dumbest shit that you can ever say. Say, oh, be say the Ekwe International. Yo, fuck you. You don't understand it. Your primary market is the most important market. Your secondary market even thrives on your primary market. So when you do something as extraordinary as even filling the O2, guess what? The impact is highly felt in your primary market. That is Ghana. So UK Twitter or UK X you will not trend there. But you are trending in Ghana's Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you have the notion, and I've seen so many artists move on that tangent, feeling like, oh, you, bro, untimi enye headline artist wohoda. You untimi, unless you climb onto the level, even Burna Boy at his peak can incite a certain level of conversation in the space or America. Europe or Kakra, but he will never be a household name. Gidi. He's not even
on the radar of discussion. So
no, even him still now the market pono. Percentage wise, I can only say he's like 60-40. What I say, 60-40 as in the primary and the secondary market. He's like 60-40.
Yeah,
he's not major there, but they know him.
Yeah, so
that part of his act, his craft, that has now been solidified. Or baby feedy off. Abe responded to the primary market because your impact was highly felt. You people were screaming in Tetrefu. You people in Edujama. You people at Santase. Betinko. You shouted and London heard you. And London came out to support me. So I want to say thank you. That is what he wanted to do.
So then pathetically, he has done it. Okay, he has got, on therapeutic lines, he has done a great service to himself.
Of course.
But at the service on the showbiz lines, because now he has changed the whole narrative about what the media should feed on when he features on any media platform.
Exactly.
Automatically, you have given us the license to ask about your personal life because you have putting it out there. What they are saying.
And I had for my brother. But
I wish them well. I mean, look, sometimes life is a journey. I mean, it's like a stage play. The point in time, people come in your life, play their roles,
and they leave.
Yeah. It's like a stage play. Yeah. And or can't destiny no catapult. And we can't deny the magic they have done to each other's brand.
Of course.
Ever since they came together. The social capital they gave to themselves with their marriage is something that everyone will die for. Fella he was the most exciting upcoming actress by then. He was also the most exciting young breakthrough act by then. What you say?
Union it was the best. I can see. And to say the you're right. I mean, it's a journey. Whatever they've built something for themselves. It's up to now to see, say if the feeling is no more, I think they can work it out.
Because they also have Island in the picture.
Yes, they just have to work it out. Not say work it out, say change it and come and be together. No. I do not support people who are in a relationship that is hurting them. I am a firm believer that if it doesn't when you're in a relationship, do everything possible to make it work. If it doesn't work, do everything possible to get out of it. I am a firm believer of that. If you are in it, do everything possible for it to work. But if it doesn't work, do everything possible to get out of it. So at this point, if they've decided, say, yo, look, this is what we're going to do, like everybody is going to get out, there is a much better option. That is all I'm saying.
And then also, I also think the fact that people think, say, marriage ni more thing say, nyankopon etua felaka for snatching a year. Other than that, wow, to one, as our crowd works. Wow, to one. I mean, we can't. People out there.
You was uncle for no. Bitter people.
Yes. I mean, come on.
But say obi snatch obi be there. Enjai ne enjai china.
What they say. So there is no guarantee that Sister Debbie would have been a better wife material option for Medical. There is no statistics.
That woman doesn't even believe in procreation.
Procreation. Or say diapers change you cry anytime.
What if Medical loves that? Your reason your reason be just that you say acquire celebrities at the end to be our fan base. And on the celebrity aware no. Some way because you have online in-laws and social media in-laws are or more trains is here to digest every issue. I just wish the young people Medical and Fella all the best. Let's approach this. Let's approach it with all form of tact. All form of tact. I mean, as even entertainment critics, in my last editorial, I said it that, I just felt UTV went a little bit overboard because in the heat of the moment, the focal point should have been the focal point should have been on the O2 concept, our conqueror. I think that should have been the main thing that they should be talking about. But it seems almost draw on the bear, Nah, I can't be.
But okay. So yes, it's good that as journalists,
ethically they are not wrong.
Yes, they are not wrong
because Medical put that information out himself, there. And even on that stage, Osaka
can say why open or a single and ready to mingle. So, but you say like you're saying,
but it's just in bad taste.
What you say. However, Medical's response is also a PR defect, which obviously there was no way Medical could have told me that prior to that interview, he didn't foresee that they were not going to ask about Fella. And so it is you that has to also employ your PR task. If they bring this up, this is how you're going to approach it. That is why sometimes you need someone in your team who always say, there is a possibility, say, hire qua. Because if by now, see, Kafu day shows you know what to expect. Delay shows you know what to expect.
Exactly.
So DJ Slim interview, you know what to expect. It will be anyhow.
Say me be so comfort kwa dem I say. Yes, so now say the whole world they can.
On that note, can we sign out?
We can sign out. Maybe DJ Slim, keep it real because it's really always worth watching. And remember, whatever we do here is for the culture.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We